Hello, Jaclyn Gallo here. Welcome back to my channel. This is my 10-part women's empowerment video series, and today's video is all about how to let go of the fear of what other people think. This is one of the most common fears that I see women struggle with, and that's why I'm so excited to tackle it today. So, I want you to call to mind a person in your life who is hard to please. Someone who, when you think about the fear of what other people think, is probably at the top of your list. Someone who tends to have an opinion on everything you do, and even when you take their advice, you tend to fall short unpleasing them. Do you have that person in your head right now? Honestly, I'm pretty positive that I've given you plenty of time, and I know we're just all human, and the people in our lives are all human, and therefore it's probably pretty easy to call to mind a person like this. Now, this is really important because this person, if you haven't figured this out yet, is impossible to please. What does that mean? It means that if you allow yourself to try to make the decisions to please this person, to live your life in a way that you're going to get their approval, you're going to be disappointed very often. And in fact, you may have tried to go about your life in that way in the past, and maybe that's why you were drawn to this video in the first place. So the first thing that's really important in letting go of your fear of what other people think is acknowledging that there is always going to be someone who has an opinion. There is always going to be someone who has something to say about the thing you're doing. And it's truly impossible to please everyone, so you might as well focus on pleasing yourself. Now, when we talk about your success and your goals, bringing that vision board to life that you made in video 2, you will notice that whatever path you take, bringing it to life or settling and falling short, there are going to be people who have an opinion on both ends of the spectrum. So if you actually pursue your dreams and create your dream life, lots of people are going to have an opinion about it. Lots of people are going to be jealous. Lots of people are going to feel triggered by your success. That's okay. It's safe to be successful despite what other people think and say about it. On the other hand, you might say, well, Jaclyn, if it's true that these people are going to be judging me and that I am going to have to worry about what other people think, then I might as well just not go for it, right? Because that's where a lot of people are sitting, and that might be where you're sitting right now. But you also probably know, if that's where you are, that there are many people judging you for not changing your life, for being lazy, for settling for less than you deserve, right? People are always going to have an opinion no matter what you do, so you might as well do what you want to do with your life. So how do we truly let go of this fear of what other people think? The first step is to rewire your brain with affirmations around safety. Part of the reason that we're so afraid of what other people think is because it doesn't feel safe. One of my favorite tools for building safety is to go to the worst case scenario. So I want you to put yourself in the future. Imagine that every picture from your vision board has physically manifested in your life. You are living your dream life. Imagine that. Now, imagine that Susie Q leaves a comment on your YouTube channel or on your Instagram post, judging whatever it is you're doing. She feels triggered. She feels jealous. And she doesn't have something nice to say. It's safe. It is safe for other people to feel triggered by your success. It is safe for other people to feel jealous of your success. In fact, you are giving them a blessing by leading your life in the way that's aligned to your soul's desires. You are showing them what's possible, and triggers are simply an opportunity for growth. So when you feel triggered by something, when you feel triggered by someone's success, it simply points to an area of a limiting belief that you can develop and work on and grow in. So you're actually doing them a favor And you get to remind yourself that it's safe. When you go to the worst case scenario, you're able to realize that as scary as it may feel, when you actually put yourself there, everything is okay. It is safe. Because let's be honest, Susie Q is commenting on what you're doing today anyway. So you might as well be living out your dream life and Susie Q can keep commenting. So that is step one. The next thing that's really important and is going to just take this releasing of the fear to the next level is knowing that you're enough as you are today. See, when you feel that you are enough, you don't feel dragged down by someone else saying that you're not. I learned this for the first time at a Jack Canfield conference back in 2019. And Jack brought a woman on stage who had brown hair. And he asked her, "What color hair do you have?" And she said, "Brown." And he asked, "Does everyone in the audience agree?" We raised our hand. Yes, we all agreed. She had obvious brown hair. And then he said, "Well, how would you feel if I said you have green hair?" And she said, "I really wouldn't care." And he said, "Why?" And she said, "Well, I obviously have brown hair. So if you said I had green hair, I would just know it wasn't true." He said, "Interesting." Then he asked, "Are you a mom?" She said, "Yes." He said, "Are you a good mom?" She said, "Yes." And then he said, "How would you feel if I said you're a bad mom?" She said, "I would feel hurt. I would feel the need to defend myself." And he said, "That's because you only have 95% belief in the fact that you're a good mom. Because if you had 100% belief, you would react the same way you reacted about the green hair." My goal and your goal in pursuing our biggest dreams in life should always be to get to that 100% confidence, or get as close to it as possible. Because the more that you know you're enough, the less you're going to care about someone saying that you have green hair. And if you're listening and you're like, "But Jaclyn, I'm afraid to step into that 100% confidence because I don't want to be boastful. I don't want to be arrogant. I was always raised to be humble." Remember that the people that are arrogant are seeking something outside of them to make them feel good inside. So arrogance is a result of a lack of confidence. When you have 100% confidence, you don't need anyone else in the room to tell you how great you are, because you know it inside. And this brings me to exactly the topic that our next video is about. It's about how to build self-confidence. So if you loved this video and you are so ready to go deeper and up-level that confidence, tune into the next video in this series. And if you love my channel and want to stay up to date on all things I'm doing here, click the subscribe button, and would love to see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you soon. Bye.